Friends, welcome to the prayers and reflections for Tuesday the 15th of May, the feast of St Dunstan, former Archbishop of Canterbury and great reformer of the living out of the religious life in England. It's said of St Dunstan that it was neither the statesman, the prelate, the monk, or the patriot. Though he was all of these, who was honoured and venerated, but rather it was the man in whom those who had conversed and acted with, seen and known him, and had recognised the features of unworldliness, humbleness of heart, and love of God. It was these things that really impressed people, and in the end made them conclude that he truly was a saint of God. Indeed, it is said of St Dunstan that leaning upon God alone, constantly being aware of God's presence with him, was his constant habit, so that when seemingly immersed in the tumult of secular affairs, he could, without break or effort, pass on at once and enter face to face into the divine presence. A remarkable life, a life which really impressed those who knew him because of his holiness, his benevolence, his unworldliness, his humbleness of heart, and above all, his love of God and constant focusing upon the presence of God with him. It would be a wonderful thing indeed if the Lord gave us even some of these gifts in our own lives, so that others would be impressed by the sanctity and attractive holiness of our lives, and long to be like us, and trusting God alone. So on this feast of St Dunstan, let us, as well as praying for the Archbishop of Canterbury and all religious men and women, those monks and nuns who bless the church with their prayers, and whose prayers make such a difference to the world, let us end with the Regina Coeli, asking Mary to pray with us in this Easter season. Joy to thee, O Queen of Heaven, Alleluia. He whom thou wast meet to bear, Alleluia. As he promised hath arisen, Alleluia. Pour for us to God thy prayer, Alleluia. Rejoice and be glad, Virgin Mary, Alleluia. For the Lord has risen as he said, Alleluia. O God, who through the resurrection of your Son, Jesus Christ, has brought joy to the world, grant that, assisted by the prayers of the Virgin Mary, his mother, we may come to share in the joy of the resurrection. Amen. So friends, I look forward to you joining me tomorrow for the Mass and for the prayer and reflections. But now let us go in the peace of Christ.